DFG here, Gideon's Flight. Hey guys, how many of you know what illegal streaming is? Probably most of you, I suspect. But if you don't, let me give you just an overview of what illegal streaming is. Illegal streaming is when you take someone else's material, someone else's your information, and you reshare it, copyrighted material. Similar to what you see happening right now with many of the YouTube platform, what we call ourselves, in other words, those of us who have a platform and we share information, sometimes we read information, content creators. We'll share that information. Well, did you know in this stimulus bill that just got passed that you can go to jail for 10 years for streaming information, someone else's information? They didn't tell you that. That's that pork that's hidden in that bill. With all those other billions of dollars and millions of dollars, while you get $600. Inside of all of that, they hid some legislation that says that if you are caught illegally streaming copyrighted information, you can go to prison for 10 years. Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think that is, Judah? It's because they are doing everything in their power to censor every single thing that we do. There was a sister yesterday, Kimberly Frazier. I'm sure she won't mind me using her name. She posted some information in regards to things that they were talking about, people who were asymptomatic and related to, the plague. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they took down her page. They took down her content, gave her a strike for it. Why? And all she did was read some information. She didn't lie. She didn't falsify. She just shared some other information. So could that be considered illegal streaming of information? Some of you say, well, those DFG, they're talking about for commercial companies. Yeah, that's what they're always going to say. It starts off that way. But her channel was, not a channel, but that particular video was taken down because they did not want it shared. So I'm just telling you guys again that when you start looking at how wicked the so-called gods of this world are, the leadership of the world, the leadership of the country, we call them congressmen and politicians and judges and governors and senators, etc., etc. Pastors and preachers, I might add too. Don't forget about them. CEOs, CFOs, all of them. When you begin to look at their agenda and how they want to re-enslave Judah first, but the rest of the ignorant Gentiles second and the heathens second, then your eyes become open. You begin to see just how wicked the future is going to be, whatever time we have left in it. But how interesting that in all of this pork, all of this stimulus stuff, they hid this in there. 10 years in prison for illegal streaming of information. 10 years. And they're trying to cover it by saying commercial. And I'm going to take two things I'm going to share with you in addition to what I've already shared, Judah. First, you need to open up your eyes. You need to understand, guys, that you are under attack. You're under attack. Your freedom of speech, your First Amendment right. You don't need a First Amendment right, but the rules of the land. Even Yah said, render to Caesar what Caesar. So we can say the rules of this land are under attack. Now, if you have a heart for Yah, you're not going to let illegal rules and laws control your behavior. The Rahuk is in you to guide and to lead you and to teach you all things. We already know that. But for the sake of just so you know what's coming, all this legislation, this agenda, guys, is to imprison you physically now. They've already did it mentally. You've got so many of these people drinking the Kool-Aid of, what they're telling you is good and bad for you right now. It's going to be real easy. They have socially engineered mankind, step by step by step, right off the cliff. Look at the economy, if you don't believe what I'm saying. Look at what they have done to destroy whatever so-called freedoms, liberties that these so-called citizenry of the world had. To the point now that you have to get permission to have more than 5 people in your own home. And what are the sheeple doing out there? They're saying nothing. Come on, let's all cooperate, because the more we cooperate, the quicker this is going to be over. Lie, lie after lie. Don't you know these people are led by the wicked ones? Didn't Yeshua say that they were the children of the liar, the father of the liar? What these were the descendants? And yet you're listening to these people and trusting these people and believing that these people have your best interest in mind. Yah has your best interest in mind. Even the heathens, Yah has your best interest in mind. Although you can never embrace it because your heart are so materialistic that you love the things of this world more than you love the things of Yah. And you know it. Someone bring up Yah to you, you devils just start running away. Running. Eyes glaze over and you want to change the subject. But that's okay. That's your faith. But Judah, your fate is still being determined right now as I speak. You had better wake up. You had better open your eyes to understand what is coming. They're going to shut down all of the information. They're going to shut down all of the prophets. Their intention is to kill and destroy the prophets, the messengers. While you sit on the side and go into these hellholes called synagogues and let people tell you about prosperity, the very thing that Yah hate. He said you cannot serve him in mammon. You cannot sell Yah in material things. Cars, houses, monies. You ever heard people have the audacity to talk about this? Oh, that's a pagan image on your head, DFG. Well, that's a pagan image on those dollar bills in your pocket. I'll get rid of this when you get rid of that. There's old, you know what I'm saying? You're getting caught up in the weeds. You're majoring in the minors. There are bigger things that are happening than what hat that's on my head. And I'm sharing that with you now to open your eyes, Judah. And let me give you two. I'm going to back this up with the word. You know that already. You already know I'm going to back it up with the word. But just to show you that these devils are going after your prophets, your messengers, while you're sitting over there distracted. Yeah, you got $600 coming or $2,000 coming. So I know Corey's going to get that Xbox now. And Jonathan is going to get that new bicycle now. Oh, and old Papa Joe going to get that big 60-inch television so he can watch some more football games with his isolated blank stare, not leading his family in a major crisis, so he can be distracted and justify what I'll do it after the game goes off, when my hangover is done, or when the football pool is over, when I see if I won or lost. Devil. Let me say it the right way. Devil worshiper. But let me get in some meat before this time is gone, okay? 2 things. First of all, let me revisit with you again. Inside of the stimulus package, okay? Look at this, what this says. 10 years in prison for illegal streaming. This is CNN business, guys. So you know I'm not pulling this out of nowhere. It said, tucked away in the more than 5,000-page long COVID-19 stimulus bill is a new law that severely punishes streamers that pirate large amounts of copyright content. You probably have nothing to worry about. Now, guys, you got to read between the lines. When they say you probably don't have anything to worry about, they're not telling you don't have anything to worry about. They're saying you probably don't have anything. There's a big difference. When they put that word probably in there, they can always come back, well, you know, you do have a problem now because we decided to up the ante. It says you probably have nothing to worry about. The Protecting Lawful Streaming Act, which was introduced earlier this month by Senator Tom Tillis, a Republican from North Carolina, doesn't target casual internet users. The law specifies that it doesn't apply to people who use illegal streaming services or individuals who access pirated streams or unwittingly stream unauthorized copyright or material works. Now it says unwittingly. Now who determines if that's unwittingly or unintentionally? Who determines that? They determine that. So if they get to determine that, then they get to tell you whether or not you have violated their law or not. But again, I can go in and read the whole thing, but you go find it for yourself. It's CNN Business. I'm not going to take up all the time because I want to give you some word. But it's CNN Business. 10 years in prison for illegal streaming in the COVID-19 relief bill. Isn't that something? Boy, that damn Satan. You talking about a wolf in sheep's clothing? Goodness gracious. And you sitting over there waiting for $600 or $2,000 while they're about to lock you down, mind, body, and spirit if you don't turn back to Yah, people. But let me just share one other thing with you real fast. Two other things, really. The stimulus bill, just so you know, it has a provision on the reincarnation of Dalai Lama. Goodness gracious. Makes illegal streaming a felony. Yeah, where it only gives $600 amid the biggest pandemic in the century. Show you how wicked they are. And I've already told you about all these other countries, and I could give you that, but for the sake of time, I can't. Not right now. Maybe we'll do that in another video later, okay? Sorry about this. Romans chapter 11. I'm going to read right through this. He says, then I say, had Yah cast away his people, Judah? Yah has not, no matter what these other devils out there in your family want to tell you, I don't believe in Yah. That's all, that's mystic stuff. They are liars. The truth are not in them. Yah, no matter what these heathens say either, Yah has not cast away us, Judah. Say, Yah forbid, for I am also an Israelite, the seed of Abraham, the tribe of Benjamin. This is what the writer is saying. We're the tribe of Judah, most of us. Yah has not cast away his people, which he foreknew. You know, he's always known us. Would you not that the scripture has said from Elijah, how he maketh intercession to Yah against Israel, saying, Elohim, they have killed thy prophets, what they intend to do, my brothers and sisters. They have killed their prophets, and I am alone, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. Now, this was Elijah when he was running away from Jezebel's wicked ass. After he had destroyed all those prophets of Baal because he had exposed them for the false devils that they were. And that's why they're trying to shut us down using illegal laws hidden in bills, covering it up with filthy lucre. They're going to put the money up front, so you're so distracted about how much money you're going to get, you don't go back and look at the other 6,000 pages that are there to imprison you, to take away whatever liberties that you currently still have. But what is the answer of Elohim unto them? I have reserved unto myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so then, at this present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. Some of us are going to be here and we will not compromise. So keep listening, Judah. Even by grace, there is no more works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. What then? Israel had not attained that which is seeking for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And that's what many of our people are right now, blinded, distracted. That's why they can't walk away from all these holidays. They're so busy looking at what the gods of this world has put into them to distract them through Xbox and games and television games and entertainment, etc. Free food. That's not real food. It's poison food. Because it corrupts you when you sip that and you accept these things. I'm going to skip down, he says. Verse 8. He said, according to what is written, Yah had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see and ears that they should not hear until this day. And like David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block. In other words, your food, your resources, your provisions. And let their eyes be darkened that they may not see and bow down that they're backing away. And I say, have they stumbled that they should fall? Yahweh forbid. But rather through the fall of salvation has come, through their fall salvation has come to the Gentiles to provoke them to jealousy. That's why they hate when we tell them who we are. When we tell them that we are the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, they oh no, y'all not, oh no. They are liars. The truth is not in them. Don't believe them. Jude, it's time to open up your eyes and see what's going on. It's time to repent and turn back to Yah. Your time, you're running out. Ladies, men, you women, I told you, you better get a covering. You men, you better get a covering too. Time is up and it's near. Talk to you later. DFG. Bye now.